Hello everyone and welcome to this yoga session. I'm Emma and today we'll move through a full body yoga flow with a special focus on kneeling poses. While we'll be focusing on kneeling poses, rest assured that we'll vary the movements to keep things dynamic, fun and gentle on the knees. I'm super excited to share this practice with you and I hope you find it both enjoyable and refreshing. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments after the session. For extra support and to keep the practice knee-friendly, consider placing a blanket over your yoga mat. So, once you're ready, we'll begin the practice. We'll begin in child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as feels comfortable. Press your hips back towards your heels. And stretch your arms forward. Let your forehead rest on the mat. As you settle into the pose, close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply through your nose, letting the air flow smoothly in and out. Soften your jaw and release any tension in your face. Wonderful. Now gently lift your gaze and walk your hands to the left side of the mat, placing your right palm on top of the left. Press your chest towards the ground and breathe into the right side of your body. Walk your hands back to center and over to the right side. Place your left palm on top and again press your hips back towards your heels. Breathe into the left side of your body. Bring your hands back to center. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift your spine up into thunderbolt pose. Put your knees together and gently tilt your head from side to side, preparing the body for deeper stretches. You are doing wonderful. Keep making those smooth, deep breaths. Now settle your neck and come onto your hands and knees. Moving on with a few cat-cow rounds. Inhale, drop your belly, open your chest and gaze up. As you exhale, round through your spine, drawing your chin towards your chest. Inhale again, lifting your gaze. Exhale, rounding through the back. One more time. Inhale to open the chest and gaze. Exhale to round fully through the spine. From here, we'll move into 3 rounds of a kneeling sun salutation variation. Let's begin by sitting back onto your heels in thunderbolt pose. Hands in prayer. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, lengthening through your spine. Exhale, bow forward into child's pose, bringing your hands and forehead to the mat. Inhale, rounding your back gently into cat pose, coming onto all fours. Exhale, extend your arms forward into melting heart pose, lifting your hips and melting your chest towards the ground. Very good. Inhale, send your hips back over your heels as you reach your arms back up. Palms touch. Exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart. That was the first round. Let's flow into the second round. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, lengthen through your sides. Exhale, bow down into child's pose, grounding through the hands and forehead. Inhale, rounding into a soft cat pose. Exhale, slide your arms forward into melting heart, feeling the stretch in the chest and shoulders. Inhale, send your hips back over your heels as you reach your arms back up. Exhale, return to thunderbolt pose, hands in prayer. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, lower into child's pose. Inhale, rounding your back into cat pose. Exhale, extend into melting heart pose, keeping your hips lifted. Inhale, shift back, arms rise overhead. And exhale, hands resting at your heart. Take a deep breath. Wonderful. Let's move into another variation. Gate pose to kneeling half moon pose. Let me just turn to face the front to guide you through each step of this flow. From tabletop position, extend your left leg out to the side with your foot flat on the ground and toes pointing forward. Inhale, lift your torso upright. Reach your arms parallel to the floor, palms facing downward. See what feels more comfortable for your right knee here, tucking the toes under or placing the top of your foot flat on the mat. On your next exhale, lower your left hand to rest on your left leg and stretch your right arm overhead, feeling the side body open in gate pose. Stay here for 2 to 3 breaths. Inhale, come back up in gate pose prep. Arms lifted and palms facing downward. Exhale, place the right hand on the floor in line with the right knee. Take the left hand over the head and gaze to the front. Feeling a nice stretch on the opposite side. Now take a deep breath in as you lift your left leg parallel to the ground and extend your left arm towards the sky, finding balance in your half moon variation. Stay balanced for 2 to 3 breaths. Your gaze can be either down to the mat or up towards the left hand. From here, let's move into another fantastic balancing pose. Gently bend your left leg and grab the foot with your left hand. Just getting better balance and grip here. And then when you're ready, gently raise the leg like a bow. You are doing great. Remain in balance for a few breaths. On your next inhale, slowly release the grip, drop the leg down and come into tabletop position. Let's repeat the flow on the other side. Extend your right leg out to the side, foot flat on the ground and toes pointing forward. Inhale, lift your torso upright and extend your arms out to the sides, palm facing down in gate pose prep. Find what's most comfortable for your knee. Exhale, lower your right hand to your right leg and stretch your left arm overhead, feeling the side body open in gate pose. Remain here for 2 to 3 breaths. Inhale, rise back up into gate pose prep with arms lifted. Exhale, place your left hand on the floor. Reach your right arm over your head and really stretch through your right foot for a nice side stretch. Extending your whole body here, reaching through your fingertips. Take a deep breath in and then lift your right leg parallel to the ground as you extend your right arm towards the sky. Stay here for 2 to 3 breaths. Now gently bend your right leg, grab your foot with your right hand and raise the leg into kneeling single leg half bow pose. Find your balance and stay focused on your breaths. On your next inhalation, release the grip and return to tabletop position. From tabletop position, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Take a moment to engage your core, drawing your belly button in towards your spine. On your next inhale, extend your right leg straight back, toes pointing down, and at the same time reach your left arm forward, palm facing inward. Engage through your core and lengthen from your fingertips and down to your toes. Keep your gaze down, maintaining a long spine. On your next exhale, gently release your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, step your right foot forward between your hands, coming into low lunge. Aligning your right knee over your ankle and lowering your left knee to the mat. Again, feel free to explore what feels best for your knee here, tucking your toes under or gently letting the top of your foot rest flat on the mat. Inhale to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the lunge. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, shift your hips back, straightening your right leg and flexing your foot, coming into a half split. Keep your hips square and your spine long and nice, feeling the stretch along the back of your right leg. Inhale, bend back into your low lunge, placing your left hand on the mat and reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Gaze up the hand if it feels okay. On your next exhale, reach back for your left foot with your right hand. Gently pull the foot in towards your glutes, feeling an intense stretch along your left thigh. Breathe deeply. Then gently release your foot and bring your hands back to the mat, stepping back into tabletop. Take a moment to engage your core, drawing your belly button in towards your spine. And let's repeat the flow on the other side. Inhale, extend your left leg back and your right arm forward, engaging your core. Exhale and lower your right hand, Step your left foot forward between your hands, coming into low lunge. Inhale, come up on your fingertips, lengthening your spine. Exhale, sink into the stretch. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, shift your hips back, straightening your left leg into a half split. Perhaps keep a slight bend in the knee and find that length in your spine. Inhale, come back into low lunge. Place your right hand on the mat and reach your left arm up in low lunge twist. Gaze up the hand and open up your chest and shoulder. Exhale, lower your hand and reach back for your right foot, gently pulling it in for a quad stretch. Breathe deeply. Release the foot, hands to the mat, and return to tabletop. From tabletop position, slowly lower your torso down onto the mat, coming onto your stomach. Bend your right knee and bring it out to the side, placing the inner edge of your foot against the mat, with your right knee at about 90-degree angle. Extend your left leg back, keeping it straight and the toes pointing down. You can place your forehead on top of your hands for support. Allow yourself to fully surrender to the surface beneath you. Enjoying this nice restorative pose. Option now to add a twist. Thread your right arm underneath the left, palm facing up. Rest your forehead or right chin on the floor. This will create a gentle twist in your spine and increase the stretch in your right hip and shoulder. I know it feels intense at first, but give it a few breaths and notice how you start to settle. If it's way too intense, listen to your body and return to the basic half rock. When ready, unwind from the twist and we'll repeat on the other side. Bend your left knee out to the side, placing the inner edge of your foot on the mat. Extend your right leg back, keeping it straight. Take a moment to settle in, making it comfortable for your body. Finding ease, finding peace and calm, surrendering. For an additional twist, thread your left arm under your right and rest your forehead or chin on the mat. Breathe deeply into the stretch. If needed, return to the basic half rock position. Remember, your body is capable of so much more than you think. Just use your breath as an anchor, as support and guidance. Gently unwind from the twist. Rest your forehead on your hands and gently tilt your hips from side to side, just to release any remaining tension. Then place your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, press into your hands and lift your chest into Cobra pose. Keep your elbows slightly bent and your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lower back down. Repeat this flow 2 more times. Inhale, lift into Cobra pose, opening your chest. Exhale, lower it down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift once more. And exhale, come back down. After your third Cobra pose, press back into Child's pose. Keep your knees together and bring your arms alongside your body. Rest your forehead on the mat, letting your back and hips relax. Notice the calmness in your mind. Your brain starting to relax, restore. Let go of any remaining tension in your face. For an optional shoulder stretch, reach your arms behind your low back and clasp your hands together. As you inhale, lift your hands upward toward the ceiling. Keep resting your forehead on the mat, feeling a nice release in your shoulders and upper back, sending your fist up and over. Gently lower your hands again, but keep your fist clasped behind your back as you slowly rise up from Child's pose. Lift your gaze upward and feel the opening through the front of your body. On your next inhalation, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, gently bend to the left side, feeling a stretch along the right side of your body. Gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend to the right side, stretching the left side of your body. Gazing up to the ceiling. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the balance and peace from your practice. Thank you so much for joining today's session. If you enjoyed the Focus on Kneeling poses, please give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have a wonderful day or evening. Namaste, everyone.